Hey guys, welcome back. This video is going to be a Valentine's Day questions, just like a little questionnaire that I'm doing that you have. I'm sure everybody's seen it on Facebook. So this is going to be, so you just saw, I'm pretty sure you just saw my Get Ready With Me. If you haven't seen it yet, maybe I haven't posted it yet, but hopefully it will be up before this video comes out. But anyways, so I just did my Get Ready With Me, and this is the shirt I put on. You had me at Hot Coffee. So that's the shirt I put on. I'm wearing blue jeans. And I'm going to get started with this questionnaire. I'm going to, I'm sure everybody's seen it on Facebook. So here we go. Let's get started. It says, in honor of Valentine's Day couples, make this your status and answer honestly. Okay. So the first question is, who is older? My husband is older than me. And I'm going to say it. He is 12 years older than me. That is why I have a 20-year-old daughter. The second question is, who was interested first? And I would have to say he was the one that was interested in me first. Yeah, we're not going to go any deeper than that because this will be a really long video. So we're just going to leave it at that. He was interested first, and then I became interested after our date. How long have you been together? We have been, as of the 7th of February, so like a week ago, we have been together for 9 years. And the second question is, are you married? Yes. And we have been married for 8 years. So November 6th was 8 years. Who's more sarcastic? I want to say that I can be more sarcastic to him. It's not really a good thing, but I do catch myself being more sarcastic than him. Let's see. Who makes the most mess? I want to say that he makes the most mess, but I mean, we both make a mess, but I am more the one to clean it up. Who has the most tattoos? I do, because he has one tattoo, and it's right on his shoulder, and it's his daughter's name. And then, so when me and him first met, he had a daughter, and then I had a son, and then we had 2 sons together. I don't know if you've seen this in my other video that I've made, one of my previous videos that I made. I did mention that I had a son, he had a daughter, and then we made 2 together. So, yeah. Let's see, where am I? So, okay, so the tattoos. So his daughter is on his shoulder. I have a tattoo, and you really can't see it, but I have a tattoo like right here. And it says Christopher for my son. And then I also have a heart on my ankle that is fading away because I have not gotten that touched up. But yeah, I have 2 and he has 1. So, let's see. Who's the better singer? He is, because I do not like singing in public. But he does have the better voice. I love the way he sings, and a lot of people have told him he sings really well. Who hogs the remote? That would be our kids. because he's not home very often, and our kids are, and I don't watch anything on TV unless I'm by myself and I'm watching a love movie or Netflix. So, who hogs the remote? Our kids do. Who's the better driver? I would say, okay. I said me, but then he said that he is. Okay, so I want to say that he is a really good driver. He just speeds. And, you know, he's had tickets. But to make this clear, I have the better driving record. So, he's a good driver, but I have the better driving record. Who spends the most? I would say that he spends the most, but not on himself. He spends it on our kids. So, like, when it comes to games, or they're behaving, or just doing a good job in school, or whatever it may be, he will reward them. It's not a holiday. It's not like, you know, anything special, but he will reward them with a video game. So he'll take them to GameStop and get them whatever video game they want. And yeah, they have a PlayStation, they have a Xbox One, a Wii U, and yeah, so they have games to pick from that, you know, isn't necessarily from one game or one console. Let's see. Oh yeah, and then I spend money on makeup, so that's pretty much it. I mean, he doesn't spend very much money on himself. It's mostly just for the kids, and yeah, and then just the makeup that I buy, or, you know, extra. Who's smarter? I would say he's smarter. He is very smart, especially with his position in his job. I would say he's very smart. And yeah, most common sense. I would say I have common sense when it comes to being a female. Like, I think a lot of women have more common sense than men, but I don't know. I mean, it's my opinion. When it comes to doing certain things, or what makes sense in household stuff, I guess. Okay, whose siblings do you see the most? Well, we see my siblings the most because he only has one, and he has a brother who lives in Oregon, and we don't get out that way that much. So yeah, we see him maybe once or twice a year. But my siblings live really close to us, so we see them all the time, constantly. Not only just my siblings, but my cousins, my family. Do you have any children together? I've already answered that. Yes, we do. He has one daughter. I have one son. Plus, we made 2 together, so that makes 4 kids altogether. Did you go to the same school? No, we didn't. We went to different schools, but at the same time, we are a lot different age difference. But we did go to different schools, you know. But let's see what else. Who is the most sensitive? I would say I'm the most sensitive. He can be sensitive to my emotions when it comes to that, but I am the most sensitive. Where do you eat out at the most? We eat out everywhere, so we don't have like one place. We both love sushi. We both love Mexican food, And I would say we love pizza. We just love everything. But I would say the one place that we eat out at the most, where it's not at home, is at his mom's house or his parents' house. That's where we go to eat because we just love her Mexican food. And not like I can't cook, but yeah, when it's mama's food, you gotta have it. And okay, let's see what else. Where is the furthest you two have traveled? We've traveled only together to Arizona, and I have family that lives in Arizona. His daughter used to live out there with her mom, but then moved in with us. So yes, we used to drive out to Arizona for her, and then we go to Vegas. So that's the furthest we've been together. But he has traveled all over the world. I mean, he used to live in Massachusetts. He used to live in Arizona. He's lived in Key West. So he's been everywhere. And we are planning to go this summer or soon to travel further. Maybe to Florida, but we'll see. I'm not sure. Let's see. Who has the craziest exes? My husband does. Yeah. I would say that we would both say that his ex is the craziest. But I had a pretty crazy ex, but not while I was with him. So yeah, another story. Who does the cooking? I do the cooking because he knows how to fry chicken, and yeah, he cooks meat pretty good. I mean, we don't barbecue, so everything that we cook is from me, crock pot, or I do, other cooking like rice, beans, enchiladas, stuff like that. So, who is more social? I would say he is more social. Like when we're in crowds of people, he knows everybody. Let me just tell you, he knows everybody. So he would be considered more social out in the world. He can talk to anybody, but I think I'm better behind the lens. So it's easier for me to talk behind the lens than, to be in front of a bunch of people. Who is the neat freak? I am the neat freak because I cannot stand, I feel like if there's stuff everywhere, I feel very claustrophobic. I feel like there's too much going on, and I can't be in that room. I start to get just a little bit of anxiety. So yeah, I would say I'm the neat freak because I have to fold my towels a certain way. I have to color coordinate my closet, my clothes, organize my drawers, everything just organized, folded nicely. Things may get a little bit disorganized, but I will go back and organize it. But yes, I can't stand an unmade bed, unwashed dishes. Dishes have to be washed and cleaned and put away, and yeah, it's hard, very hard for me to see that stuff, and even to have a clean bathroom. I don't know how people live with dirty bathrooms. I don't know. I just can't. So I am more of the neat freak than he is, but that's what he loves about me, is that even when I do put stuff away, because he will bring papers home or whatever, and I will kind of just put his stuff in a box and just push it out of the way, and he he may get a little bit annoyed about that, but in the end, sometimes, most of the time, he can find whatever he's looking for in a certain spot. So, let's see, where am I? Who's the most stubborn? He is the most stubborn. He is very stubborn. Who hogs the bed? Our kids sleep with us. Our two youngest ones, they have not left the bed. My husband kind of wants to keep it that way. So, like, if there's going to be a day when they don't want to sleep with us anymore, and we're going to be very sad about that. So right now we're just keeping it how it is. You know, they want to sleep with us, they'll sleep with us. You know, we've had beds for them and they won't sleep in them. So we're pretty much just keeping those beds for nothing. Our other two do have their own beds, so they like their space. But our two youngest ones, they just will not get out of the bed, and we're okay with that. So, and yeah, so our kids, so him and my two boys hog the bed, and you see me hanging off the bed. So, let's see. Where am I? Who wakes up earlier? I do, because I wake him up. I am like his alarm. So I will wake up, and then I will try to wake him up, and then I'll wake our kids for school. So, and then I get their stuff ready for school and stuff like that. Where was your first date? Our first date was at, what is that place called? Yard House. It was at the Yard House. And we really didn't eat. I mean, it was supposed to be, because at the time when I met him, I was going to nursing school. And so when we went on our date, I wasn't planning on staying longer. I was planning on going to class. So we had a couple of drinks, and then I never left him. Yeah, after that day, I ended up staying with him and never left his side, never went back to my place. I was renting a room from a friend at school, and I never went back. I went back to grab my stuff, and that was pretty much it. But since that day, since our first date, I never left his side. So we had a couple of drinks at the Yard House, and yeah, I fell in love with him. So, who has the biggest family? I say that I do. When it comes to, he has more aunts and uncles and cousins, maybe, because his mom had like 16 kids. His grandparents had 16 kids, so he has more aunts and uncles. But for my family, and then he has one brother. So for my family, I have 4 sisters, and then like all my cousins and my aunts and my uncles. But as in family, like as in brothers and sisters, I have the biggest family. Do you get flowers often? No, I don't, because I really don't care for flowers. I don't like bees, and I just think that they're a waste of money, because you pretty much just bring them home and stick them in a vase and they die. So I don't really care for flowers. Who does the laundry? I do the laundry. I'm doing laundry right now. Yeah, every once in a while he'll put a load in, but I finish it. So, and he's working too much. I feel the need, like I'm home. I don't feel a need for him to have to do laundry. Plus I do laundry a certain way, and yeah, feel like it's my job. Not necessarily a job, but that's what I do. So let's see. Who's better with computers? I believe I'm better with computers. He does work with computers at work, but I am faster when it comes to like typing up something, or I usually do his typing for him. I've just always been a little bit better electronically. And then when it comes to like hooking up stuff and, you know, changing oil, I can do that. But yeah, I can change the oil in a car. I can build things, like set things up that come in boxes, and I'm more of that type of person that will put stuff together. But yeah, he's the one, he's the money maker. I am the builder, I guess you would say. Who drives when you are together? He does, because when I drive, he criticizes me or like says I'm too slow, or yeah, I really don't feel like hearing it all the time. So, and not only that, I think I drive a certain way when I'm driving with him too, because he would be constantly like, you're driving too slow, get behind this person, go this way, or tell me the last minute, turn this way, or, you know, and I just like not, yeah. So he does, he drives when we're together. Who picks where you eat dinner? We both pick. He pretty much says, what do you want to eat? And I'm just like, I don't know, I don't care, you know, because we both love everything. So it just depends on what we're in the mood for. And yeah, and then from there we'll decide. But we pretty much like, we both decide on what we're going to eat, or stuff like that. And then who wears the pants in the relationship? He does. He is in my house. We go by the Bible, and so he is the leader of the house. I mean, when it comes to making decisions, I leave a lot of the stuff up to him. We will both consult and talk to each other about it, but in the end, he makes most of the decisions. So, who eats more sweets? I would say he eats a lot of sweets, and he's actually just cut back on drinking soda, and he's actually told us he's going to cut back on drinking soda. So he's doing that. He's going to cut back on soda, and he still buys a lot of candy, which is really bad for him. But if I would say, I like chocolate and stuff like that, but that's pretty much only when I'm on the time of the month. And yeah, but I would say that he likes the sweets the most. He buys the children all the candy. So yeah, that's about it. I hope that you liked this little questionnaire. I enjoyed talking to you guys about it and doing this video, making this video for YouTube. Let's see what else. Yeah, I would say that's about it. If you have any questions, any other questions, I hope you enjoyed this Valentine's questionnaire that's been on Facebook, and now I'm doing a video for you guys and explaining more of the questions, because I know that questionnaire was just supposed to be like simple questions, but I got into it a little bit more here on this video. So I was glad to be able to do that. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and follow me on Instagram at NanaMadeUp, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much. Like this video and comment down below any other questions that you guys have for me and would like to see. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.